If you're looking to build a custom Bluetooth stereo boombox, follow this build. This is a 12 volt build with a car amp, not a chip amp or anything like that, so it's a little more in depth. It's 2/8 with a 10-inch passive radiator on the back. So it was a little bit of a challenge this time, but it was fun. Follow along. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you feel like on this one. This is just for fun. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I'll fit another one real quick. Don't mind the wardrobe. Alright, I did this way. You're supposed to drew straight line down, not in the corner. That's just alright, so now peel and stick. So let's cut a hole. Right, hey man, now you got 2 holes, beautiful holes. Fold that in, we're good to go. So these holes are done. I've already lined the back for the radiator side, cut the hole out. So now it's time to mount up some speakers and a radiator. Let's mount up some holes, drill some holes for the, oh, we already did that one, I think. Yeah. Throw a screw in there to hold the place. Got our holes drilled out. Let's throw a bead of silicone on. Right, so we're going to throw our spacer rings on. Let's go with the right one now. Alright, now we got to run a bead around this. Let's throw a speaker on. I like to throw one of these in to guide it. Should be close. Right. Right. Throw the right one in. That. Close. Alright, now we're gonna just bolt these in from the backside with nuts. I'm not gonna bore you with that. Alright, so these bad boys are mounted down. We got lock nuts on all of it. We'll run all that down. Let's start on the radiator. Found the right size for this radiator. Let's do another bead of silicone for the radiator. Let's do a bead of silicone around this. Start this. Alright, we're going to go ahead and print a nameplate. Black and gray, I think it's perfect. That's what I want. Oh no. Let's go change the color real quick. Slice it, 25 minutes. We're going to print it off and let's go. So we got 4 latches we're going to print out. We're actually going to change that around and hopefully, yeah, that's what we want. Black with a gray stripe. And let's look, that's what we got. I got something on the printer right now, the nameplate. When that gets done, I'll start this. That's almost 3-hour print. Nameplate's off. Let's print some latches. Latches are all done. Came out looking great. They fit also too. So. Got the radiator mounted up good. We're gonna mount the battery right here. Velcro it down. Let's cut some Velcro out. Alright, so we need 2 of those. Two of these. I like to do this side on the battery. And I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Pretty good. So, got the battery mounted. We've got the switch. It needs to be cut out here. But we need to mount this first so we know where to cut stuff. I'm thinking it's going to go kind of sideways like that. Alright, so we'll mount it there. Do my switch like right here and a voltmeter here. Alright, we got the switch mounted, siliconed in, it's gonna dry, amp's gonna go here, radiator's in, battery here, and then wiring here. Should be pretty simple, done in the next couple days. Alright, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to wire this in yet. I'm going to go as I go. Let's see, first we can go ahead and put our positive in. Go ahead and Velcro this. Don't forget this. Oh, I changed the layout. Moved the battery over here. Obviously you can tell now. The amp was here, I moved it down here. I didn't like that floating, so I wanted to make space down here. I have this cut to my length so that I'm not wasting time here. Alright, now let me figure the rest out. I gotta put a voltmeter in. I don't really want it here. Here. Let's put it up here. Good to go. I'm gonna silicone this in. We have silicone on. We'll shove it in. Screw it down. Yep, there we go. And the last hole we gotta drill is for our charger for the battery, external charging. So we want it this way. All right, so we're gonna get our smaller bit, step bit. Let's go right here. So it sits flush. one more. Well, we're all the way on this step bit then. Oh yeah, perfect. There's not even any play. That's perfect. Now we will screw it down and you will have external charging. All right, I'll do the best I can. I'm not the best at wiring, so I'll explain the best I can. So now we have our charge port connected straight to our battery, so it'll charge up. So we got that grounded, got our amp grounded, got power to the amp, power to the charger, power. Now I need to get power to the Bluetooth controller. So I'm gonna run this over here to about here, probably something like that. Okay, let's do that. And I'm gonna have 1, 2. So I'm gonna use a 2 connector. So power, I'm gonna run it probably here. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hot glue that connector down. I'm going to hot glue this down. These wires can go up here, all of this. Okay. Now I need to run one for my ground. Here's my ground wire. We're gonna have 3 on this guy. We're gonna have 1 from the starting our ground, 1 going to the controller, and 1 going to our voltmeter. So let's get this super glued down, or hot glued down. So this will give our amp a signal to turn on. And it'll turn on. I'm gonna run the voltmeter to this as well. Hot glue that in. Let's run this to our main power. So we're gonna run it all the way to the back, up the wall. Cut it. Okay. Strip it. Let's run our ground for this is our ground. Cut the length. Strip it. Ground it. Okay. Now we are gonna run from our remote slot to the remote switch. that's in. So we're gonna run that up here and straight up. Strip it. And connect it. We need our ground ran. I'm gonna try to do this 14 gauge in with my amp. I don't foresee this happening. All right, that worked. It's not coming out now, so we're gonna run this. I'd much rather run this 14 gauge for ground for the rest of the components. Run that there, straight up. Right. Strip it and stick it in. Cool. Now the only thing we got left is the power to that. Let's just see if we get power. Let's see. Troubleshoot. All right, so what I had to do, I went ahead, I ran a dedicated ground over to my ground switch, like breaker panel, whatever, I don't even know what those are called. So it's got one running there. I've got one to the voltmeter and the USB charger, and one ground coming from the switch Bluetooth controller. I have the power and accessory running to a power for my battery. I've got the remote. I've got the remote coming off of the switch running to a remote bar. So that remote runs to my amp remote and to the, it'll power on my voltmeter. And that's pretty simple. Now I just have to connect connect the RCAs to the backside and run some speaker wire to my speakers and tidy up a little bit. That's it. Alright, so I got to wire in the speakers down to the amp. Let's do that. Start, split, then splice. Black is negative, ground. So it's the small one. Big one. In. So we're gonna go that. That's gonna be the right. So we're gonna go right rear. This. Come down. Oh, I'm just gonna cut there. We'll go from there. I'm gonna run these bridged. All right, so we're gonna strip these. Black little crimp. Crimp these. That's really good on this one. Right. No. We'll spread this guy out. Put it there. Bridge these two. I should have audio now. All right. Let's see. Sounds like we have audio. Let's connect. Alright, so now it's time to test and tune, but she's up and going.